just started us out on YouTube.
Right on.
So you're would you mind repeating yourself for our
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So we're streaming live here as well as YouTube and Facebook, correct?
This is truth. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're on 3 different platforms. Mary Jo can't be with us today, but we've got some great recorded session. We have a great recorded session we're going to use.
Just started this out on YouTube.
Sonia, Dylan, and I are all from the SCI&U team, and we're going to get it started right away. See if anybody else is up for joining. We've got a few people here live on Zoom, and we know we've got some others both on YouTube and on Facebook. We're excited to get going today. I see my hat in the back that says Quebec. I'm actually in Saskatchewan. I'm not in Quebec, but my daughter was in Quebec earlier this year and brought me a souvenir.
Thank you for your patience as I figure out what I'm doing.
No, that's okay. If anybody has anything they want to mention now, either throw it in the chat. We're watching the chat on Zoom, or speak up. Is anybody watching the YouTube? Can they chat on the YouTube channel? I guess
they can. They can chat. So right now we have one person, but you can actually chat as well on YouTube. So I guess what I'll try then is to share the pre-recorded section with Mary Jo, and we'll give it a go.
Yeah, I think that would be great.
Okay, so I'm gonna try that. And
okay, I'm gonna mute myself here. So
sounds good.
Clanking or banging going on.
Okay, so we'll hope for the best. Hope for the best. Experiment, grand experiment.
Moment about how to respond. So I think we'll just from there begin. So allow yourself to think about taking a dignified seat that's relaxed and comfortable. And I like to encourage all of us to just take a big sigh. And go ahead and do that again. Take another big sigh. That's good. And if you haven't already, just close your eyes. And as we enter into the practice today, remember to bring the attitude of friendliness and kindness and curiosity. And as we begin with our awareness of breathing practice, becoming mindful of our breath, establish first of all a simple sense of presence. Let your body settle and let your mind be at ease as best you can. Perhaps you could feel your whole being with that half smile, that attitude of kind curiosity. Good. And now take 2 full breaths and relax your body as your breath releases. Good. And now, again, take 3 full breaths, with just letting your body really resume its conscious rhythm, but allowing perhaps the awareness of the 3 breaths to just notice. Is it smooth? Can I allow myself to slow down into my exhale? Can I allow my body, my mind, and my breath to be one? Good. Good. 3 breaths. That's awesome. And at the end of your 3rd exhale, allow your body and your breath to return to the natural breathing rhythm. And now I'd like you to just notice where you can most easily feel your breath. And what does that feel like? Notice the sensations of your own breathing. Perhaps you notice the expansion and the contraction of the inhale, expanding you, opening your heart, and the exhale, deepening you. Gravity relaxing the body into the support. Perhaps you notice the tingling of the breath as it moves past the nostrils or past the back of the throat. Perhaps you notice the rise and fall of your belly. And if you don't notice anything, that's a good place to place your hand. So you could feel perhaps the movement inward and outward at your navel with your hand. And wherever you feel most easily the natural rhythm of your breath, then allow that to be where you take your kind attention. Just being the rise and the fall of the breath, just like the beautiful rise and fall of the ocean waves. This kind of movement inward and outward. And as you're aware of the breath, feel in your next 3 breaths, as you breathe outward, the steadiness of the mind and the calmness of the body. And perhaps you can relax a bit deeper on your exhales. You may notice that your body has weight and that your body breathes and that your body's steady. And as if your mind wanders, you just bring yourself back with your breath in a kind, gentle, grandfatherly or grandparently way, just guiding yourself back to the movement of your breath. And then this breath. And then this breath. And feeling that sort of rhythmic, beautiful movement of your breath, similar to that tide, that beautiful in and out of the waves of the ocean. Knowing the retraction of that wave back into the source, that exhale can release whatever you don't need, be it thoughts, be it tension. Just allowing your exhale to really empty you, even of thought, so that you're just really your awareness and your breath. Perhaps again feeling where you notice your breath and the sensation of breathing in your body. Perhaps relaxing the inside of your mouth and the back of your throat will allow the breath to move more smoothly. And remembering that you can bring this kind, gentle awareness to just one breath at any time throughout your day. So as you come back and join into our circle of mindfulness awareness, I'd like to thank you for your time and also your efforts and your willingness. And I really encourage you to keep it up. As I've mentioned, this is like learning a new language or instrument or sport, and you'll feel awkward at the beginning. And be patient with yourself. We're training that little puppy, and have this breath basic sort of be something that you could utilize whenever you need it. Reminding yourself that that's as simple as just kind of pausing and becoming conscious of your breath, and how that may help you to come back into the moment, to have more focus and clarity, and how better to respond to what you might need to in that moment. So as always, I'd like to thank the Craig Nielsen Foundation. Craig Nielsen has been amazing in supporting this, and I also would like to thank the SCI&U group who are behind the mindfulness practice. And as we build resiliency and more skill at this, I'm so encouraged that we get comments and we get feedback from you. It really helps us and guides us in kind of knowing how better to serve you and what works and maybe what we could do better. So we always welcome that, and also your questions. So if there are any questions or comments today, please feel free to open up the floor and unmute yourself, and be happy to answer them.
So, so what I learned actually is that I wasn't able to both stream that and allow people in the waiting room to come in at the same time.
Oh.
So we actually have one person who did join us as well that I just admitted into the group.
Okay.
And I apologize that I didn't, I haven't, I think we need to learn how to be resilient. Yeah, so I suppose we're getting better at this slowly.
You'd have two systems going at once.
We need to have two systems going at once. Yeah. So apologies, Terry. I just let you into the group, and we just screened. Like I said, it felt very short to me. But I think that's because we're maybe getting good at this. But we just screened a pre-recorded video, and maybe what I'll do is I'll put the link to that particular video into the chat. And it's now, this session is now going to be archived on YouTube as well. So it should be possible to rewatch the entire session from beginning to end.
Awesome, great. I think that worked well. I thank Mary Jo virtually, and we all wish her well. For those of you who don't know, she will hopefully be back next week. Just been under the weather a little bit here, so we virtually wish Mary Jo well. Look forward to her returning. The chat is open, and if anybody wants to unmute themselves, if anybody has any questions or comments, we'd love to hear what you guys thought of that. kind of as we did it as a pre-recorded session. For me, I thought it went quite well. I was able to.
It was good. I'm Chris. It was good. I
Awesome.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Better with the real Mary Jo, but for was just as a substitute, and it worked fine. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I had the same experience that it kind of made me miss having Mary Jo.
Agreed.
Yeah. But and I do want to reassure people that I have gotten emails from Mary Jo. She's okay. So, and she's hoping to be back next week. She just wanted some extra time to recover and be back to 100%.
I think we're probably just not as good at answering people's questions as Mary Jo would be, but we can try.
Yeah. You know, maybe I can say too, next week, Mary Jo has been working on a kind of like a leaflet, like a mindfulness leaflet. And I think next week, maybe we can review that, you know, just take a look at it together. It looks pretty, I think it looks really quite nice. Paul, you wouldn't happen to have a copy of it on you, would you? Or have you seen the draft of it?
The one-pager one that we did, like that one?
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah, it looks really
Where
nice.
would I put that? Give me a sec.
I think we got an email of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's very peaceful and very pretty.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I know Mary Jo they're thinking about making it like kind of a small size. So maybe you could put it like on your refrigerator or something, or have a wallet or something in your wallet. Yeah.
Okay. I found it here.
Mm-hmm.
Give me one sec.
These people that are so organized with their computer stuff just amaze me, because I'd be searching for 2 hours for that.
Okay, I could share it on the screen.
Yeah, sure. I made you the host, so you should be able to share.
All right. Okay. There we go. So it looks pretty small right now, but if I zoom in, I think we can actually look at pieces of it.
Yes.
So I don't know, is that big enough for people to see?
That's
great.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
And this is going to be, Mary Jo will go over this with us when she's back, but it was done really, really, really well. I really like it.
It is it's a good looking thing.
Yeah. So it kind of goes through the pieces of what we've been working through. So that's a glimpse of what's to come.
Thanks, Paul.
And that can be shared with everyone too. It's, again, when Mary Jo comes back, we'll make sure everybody that's here has access to that.
Sounds good. So, Paul, again, thank you for stepping up and being the kind of MC for today. I'm glad that, you know, we were able to be here in some way, shape, or form at this moment. And I look forward to returning next week in full force at 100%.
Yeah, no, not a problem. Don't mind doing that at all. It's awesome to have Mary Jo here, but it's really nice that we do have an opportunity to make it work. With the pre-recorded session. So. Yeah.
Now we know that which we don't know. You know, so I thought that went actually pretty well. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Good
Okay,
stuff.
thank you and goodbye.
All
See you
right.
later.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks.
Bye.
See you.